My name is Samora Noguera. I am a 3L at Temple, and I'm doing my last semester, my last semester before I go back and take the bar here in Japan. It's a great decision. I suggest that you do it. I would have done it as a 2L if I would have had my stuff together a little bit better. Well, I've never been to Asia before, so I leaped at the opportunity as soon as it presented itself. Also, I had an interest in international law, and there's nothing like studying international law in a country other than the United States. I only wish that I was good enough to take these classes in Japanese, but I am not. There's actually three different languages of Japanese that I just learned of when I got here. Hiragana, katakana, and kanji. I can read none of them, and I don't speak any Japanese, so I've been trying to take the survival Japanese class and speak to people in the street. But I would have benefited from taking some language classes before I arrived. I have really enjoyed life in Tokyo. I think maybe a bit too much. In the beginning, I moved to Roppongi because I did some research and found out that Roppongi is kind of the fun place to be here in Tokyo, especially if you speak English and not Japanese. I found a nice place. I thought it was cheap. You know, I looked on the internet. I looked at the digs to see what kind of place it would be, and I got ripped off. It was cheap, but I had no heat. I had no fridge, so that means I had to eat out all the time because I couldn't cook because I had no fridge, no way to keep anything. And my place was about 3 tatamis. So that means that I was staying in a little closet. I had all my stuff. I could not stand up and walk sideways through the place. It was incredibly small. And that actually was a deal breaker for me. Also, I had to pay to use a laundry. In Philly, I actually had my own washer dryer in the house. So I had to get used to that. Also, because there was no heat, it was very, very inconvenient waking up in the morning and taking showers. Because, you know, I walked to and from the shower and it was freezing cold. Other than that, I really enjoy the city of Tokyo. Now I live in Asakusa, which is the location of some temples, you know. I've checked out a lot of the things. I recommend that when you come here, you have a list of things that you would like to do and that you actually make a budget. And even if your budget is incorrect, which mine was, it'll save you money in the long run because you won't do certain things. You won't be going out every single night because everything is expensive, but you'll get to do the things that you really want to do if you plan for them. Also, be aware that the US dollar is worthless. It's like monopoly money over here. So be aware of that when you make your budget. I'm really dissatisfied with that. I'm spending money like it's water. So find a job as soon as you can. I've had a variety of classes. Because this is Temple TU Japan, it's all going to be international law, or mostly international law. And I've taken quite a few international law classes in the United States as well. I also went to Rome and took some international law classes there. Here it's more focused on international transaction, international contract drafting and negotiation, things like this. So if that's your cup of tea, then come on over. If you haven't taken some of the bar classes like trust and estates or family law or property, you may want to get some of that stuff out of the way. There are certain classes here, but this is more skewed towards the international law class. Although I think we teach trust and estates. I think there's also I'm blanking on the other ones, but yes.